Hello everyone, it's Patricia and welcome to Tester Tuesday. Tester Tuesday, if you're new to my channel, is a way for me to use up a big amount of testers, and what we would do is review 2 scents each week, but you guys help in the process and you vote on scents. So it's kind of a fun interactive process where we get to see what scents people want to hear about. So this is Tester Tuesday week number 13. So we've been doing this 13 weeks of regular, 1 mini mix-up week, and 6 weeks of the fall and winter new release scents edition. So we've been doing it 20 weeks. So getting closer to 6 months. So thank you for all your support. I really do look forward to Tester Tuesday every week. I especially like hearing from people and seeing how the votes come in. It's kind of fun to do each week for me. Speaking of votes, this week we had quite a few votes. Not a record, but very close. In first place, it was a clear leader. I feel like part of that was my fault because I kind of talked about the Bring Back My Bar scent. If you want to hear about it early, you do not have to vote for the Bring Back My Bar scent. Just keep in mind, I will be reviewing all the Bring Back My Bar scents for January. It just depends on when it gets done. If you want to hear about it early, we can do it in Tester Tuesday. If you want to hear about it closer to January, we will do it then. So it's going to get done, don't worry. So second place was a little bit of a different story. There was 1 vote separating the second place winner. So let's just talk about first place, Southern Evening. I happen to have a bar of each of the scents today. So this is a very dark navy blue wax. You can see how dark it is. There's a little bit of sweatiness here. I'll just show you. Can you see the sweat? And in second place, it was a close run between Simply Vanilla and Sedona Sunset. Now, Simply Vanilla, I feel like she's the bridesmaid and never the bride, because she didn't make it into Bring Back My Bar, and she didn't make it into Tester Tuesday today, because in second place we had Sedona Sunset. This one has had 18% of the vote, and it's in orange red wax, and Southern Evening ran away with it with 38% of the vote. So in order, it kind of went Southern Evening, Sedona Sunset, Simply Vanilla, Pastelitos, and then tied for last with barely any votes for the 2 current scents from the catalog. So we had Cinnamon Bear and Pumpkin Roll. So it's just kind of a surprise every week what you guys are going to pick. You always keep me on my toes. I never know what you're going to end up deciding. Okay, so let's talk about Southern Evening. This was our first place scent this week. It is a retired scent. However, it will be returning in January 2019 for 1 month only for Bring Back My Bar. So its last catalog was spring and summer of 2017. I believe it was out for 3 catalogs in total. It was in the Scentsy Man category, and I double checked that, and I'll explain why in a second. I had 2 large testers and 4 mini testers. I would say strength on cold for this scent is about a medium. Let me read you the scent description, what Scentsy says. It's a little bit of a long one. Okay, Southern Evening. Like a trace of perfume lingering sweetly in her wake, this romantic twirl of French lavender, geranium, subtle fruits, and white musk will prove an enchanting escape. So on cold, I feel like I get a lot of musk. And geranium. I don't really think I get fruits, and I don't really think I get lavender, which is great because I'm not a big lavender fan. Okay, so the amount of wax I had was roughly 4 cubes worth, and I put it downstairs in my big open area because I thought to myself, it's a Scentsy Man scent, it's going to be strong. So I put it in the warmer. And what happened after that was kind of similar to when you go to a baseball game. The pitch. The batter strikes the ball. Excellent contact. It starts going. Going. And it's a foul. Foul ball. So what happened was I put it in my warmers downstairs. It could not handle that space. Strength and throw was very, very low. 3, maybe 4 if I'm being generous. So that was a very big disappointment for me. I left it going there about 18 hours. Now, you'll notice there's 3 cubes missing out of this bar. So I thought to myself, I'm happy I have a bar because I'm going to try it somewhere else. So I put it in my kids' bathroom. Now what happened was I found a blackberry glass mini warmer. So I found one of those locally and I scooped it up and I put it in my kids' bathroom, and Southern Evening is not doing the greatest. And I have a feeling it's because it's a glass mini warmer. Because I had some other scents going before that and I just found it wasn't very strong throw from that mini warmer. So I decided let's put it here in my room. That's better spot to check. So I put 2 cubes like I normally do. I put one behind the camera here and one in my adjoining bathroom. The great news is strength and throw in my room is much, much better. I would say 6.5 out of 10, and it lasted over 50 hours. I think 51 hours I took it out. So it was a nice, like I could always smell it when I walked in the room, but downstairs in my open concept space, it could not handle it there. It reminds me of A Few Good Men when it's like, you can't handle the truth. Well, it couldn't handle Southern Evening. But let's talk about the scent for a second, because it's coming back, so you want to know what the scent is like, right? Okay. To me, I'm surprised it was in the Scentsy Man. It does have a slight, like, cologne, but more of a perfumey scent in my opinion. I find when I put it in the warmer, I can definitely smell a lot of musk, and I think I can pick up a little of that fruit because it kind of brings some sweetness. But this, and also I can smell the geranium. I'm not sure if I can still smell lavender. Maybe a slight earthiness from the lavender. Very, very nice scent. Fragrance appeal for me is about 7 out of 10 on cold and 8 out of 10 when warming. I really, really like this scent. I would remember with this scent, I made an error in judgment and put it downstairs in my open concept space. That was not a great decision. So I would say smaller rooms for this and it will last a while. But I think this is more of like a unisex scent. This scent reminds me of like Southern Evening. It says Southern Evening. It's like, it reminds me of a Southern gentleman. Someone that will like open the car door for you, push in your seat for you, go shopping with you if that's what you'd like, or take salsa dance lessons if that's what you like. Someone that's not going to be threatened, doing female type, events or things like that. Their masculinity is not threatened. That's what I get from this scent. I find it more of like a unisex scent, or because a lot of men's scents are very like cologne-like, or they're very aquatic, like a strong punch of soapiness or aftershave kind of tone. This does not have any of that in my opinion. It's more, it's almost like, well, let me explain in my summary. It's almost like they mixed the two up. Anyway, I'll explain more, but great performer in a small area. Make sure you warm it in a smaller zone. That's just my opinion. Now, the other thing is I do not know how much the sweatiness impacted its performance. So it'll be interesting to see with the Bring Back My Bar version I get. But yes, last a long time in my bedroom, not throwing great in other spaces. So maybe you might have to troubleshoot. And if you've had different experiences with Southern Evening, please let me know. Let's move on. We have Sedona Sunset. Sedona Sunset was brought back in July of this year for Bring Back My Bar, but it is a retired scent. It retired in spring and summer of 2016. For this one, I didn't have a lot of wax. I only had one party and one mini. So I added some of my own from my bar, and I put it down in my son's room. Strength on cold it's pretty intense. I would say medium to strong, maybe even strong. Fragrance appeal for me on cold and warm is not very high, and I'm sorry if you love this scent. Don't kill me, but it's not my favorite. I would say maybe 5 out of 10 if I'm being generous. The great news with this is its strength and throw. I'll get to that in a second. Let's read the scent description so we're not leaving everyone hanging. Okay, so this one's Sedona Sunset. Just as the setting sun paints the desert sky, flamboyant desert lily and vanilla orchid enliven creamy coconut milk and ethereal jasmine. So basically we have desert lily, vanilla orchid, coconut milk, and jasmine. I feel this one has a little bit more of a cologne characteristic, which is funny because it was in the romance section when it was out. So I feel like they should almost swap because this is slightly more masculine to me than this. But this is in Romance and this was in Scentsy Man, so I don't know. But this one I find a very difficult scent to describe. I struggled with describing it in the past. I think Ramona did a video, I remember commenting on her video that it is a difficult scent to describe because she also had a difficult, so I get like a high tone, like almost like a high note that feels like amber. There's no amber in the scent description, but that's what I get. I think I get a lot of lily and jasmine. The coconut milk, I believe, is there as a blender, so I don't think you can really pick up coconut milk per se. It's just there to help everyone get along and smooth the scent out. It's the other notes that are coming forward. I'm not really sure what vanilla orchid smells like, but you can definitely smell some florals, and it's definitely, to me, more of like a perfumey scent. So great news on this. If you like this scent, it's a great performer. Strength and throw, I would say 8.5 out of 10. And downstairs in my son's room, I left it in, I think, 53 hours and took it out. So, and I think it might even had a tiny bit of scent, but I was getting over it. Now keep in mind, all my times are not straight times usually. There's like start and stop. So I've been warming this and this for many days. So anyway, so in summary, just obviously, I think this would do better in bigger spaces. So in summary, I would say Southern Evening. I love the scent. I learned my lesson. It's better for smaller spaces, but it does last a long time. And I don't find it as masculine as I thought it was going to be. Sedona Sunset. Not as great for me in scent appeal, but terrific strength and throw. Great for big spaces. And slightly like a little twinge of masculinity there. So yeah, I'm confused this week, but both scents lasted a long time. It just, you have to pick and choose where you're going to put them. So let's get on to drawing from our scents. So what I'm going to do is draw 5 scents from my big box, 1 from my Bring Back My Bar bag. You guys vote for the 2 different scents that you prefer, and I will tally all the votes. I always acknowledge your vote with a heart. And also, if you cannot vote in YouTube land, you can find me on Instagram and put your vote there, because I put a post up, and usually that post doesn't go up as early as my video, so keep that in mind. But let's get drawing. See what's in our tickle trunk. Remember Mr. Dress Up? Is he Canadian? Anyway. All right, scent number 1, we have Apple Butter Frosting. Scent number 2, we have another creamy colored wax, Vanillabean Buttercream. Scent number 3. Sorry, I'm trying, sometimes I try to find a couple small ones. They all seem big. That's big. Okay, we'll just go for it. Scent number 3, Clean Breeze. Scent number 4. I think this one might be coming back and Bring Back My Bar. I'm going to put that to the side and check on my phone. Okay, we'll just ignore scent number 4 for a second. This will be at scent number 4. Maybe I missed that going through the first time. Scent number 4, Mandarin Grapefruit Amber. And scent 1, 2, 3, 4. Scent number 5. Well, let's wait. I'll just check. I'm so sorry. And you know what? I should really be using my... Oh, no. Okay, so this is... I'm getting confused. Okay, so scent number 5 will be Crazy Coconut. I was thinking coconut cotton. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, okay. This is a shit show. Okay. And let's find another one for the Bring Back My Bar option for this week. Dark Harbour. There's a lot of beige and a lot of blue down here. Okay, summary. Apple Butter Frosting. Vanillabean Buttercream. Clean Breeze. Mandarin Grapefruit Amber. Crazy Coconut. And Dark Harbour. Those are your 6 voting options. Please make sure you vote on Tuesday, because I check early Wednesday, and I always put when the voting is closed. So coming up in future videos, I will have a haul coming up with my Scentsy Club, so I'm going to wait and merge them together and make a combined video. And also, we have empties coming up, which is my favorite videos to film. I love them. They're my favorite to watch from other YouTubers. So that is coming up towards the end of the month. So, as always, thanks for spending the last 15 minutes with me. I hope you have a great day in your neck of the woods. Take care, and I will see you in the next video.